We're coming back to you after a brief summer hiatus, but man, even though it might have been August recess for Congress, the activity in Washington was nonstop. After the passage of the OBBBA, we thought, hey, we finally have some clarity in the energy space in regards to some of the tax incentives. Well, then the administration issued an executive order that created a little bit more kind of uncertainty and confusion about what the path forward would be. We got that clarity from the administration, from Treasury and the IRS. And I think now the policy uncertainty is behind us. Look, we can, have debates about the outcome of this latest policy machinations and what the implications are for the energy sector, for the clean energy sector. I'm someone who has always been a big proponent, a big believer in stability, in regulatory and legislative stability. And some people loved what came out of the OBBBA process and further guidance. Others had significant concerns and consternation about it. But we all now know what the path forward is. And I, for one, remain excited and bullish and optimistic about opportunities in the clean energy space. I think with this path forward, I think what the administration and Congress gave us is a runway to prove that these businesses can thrive in an era of subsidy independence, that they should not be so reliant on government incentives. And I think the strong companies are going to come out of this stronger because they will prove conservatives right and worthy of the opportunity to demonstrate that we can move to subsidy independence. And it's going to be really crucial because we're sitting here at the end of the summer, and this was one of the most, demand intense summers in recent memory, particularly when it comes to electricity. It was a hot summer in many regions of the country. People were cranking their air conditioners on top of all the new demand we're seeing from AI and data centers and streaming and computing and the like. Electricity prices are going to continue to be an issue because of this surge in demand. I want to be very clear. Prices were already going up long before passage of the OBBBA. And so some people trying to make hay out of tying that policy to increase electricity bills, that's simply not accurate in the short term. These prices are up because of many, many factors. However, longer term, we do have to figure out how to get more electrons onto the grid. And I do hope that working at the federal level, the state level, amongst industry, that we can kind of untangle this Gordian knot and figure out how to do permitting reform to get more transmission lines and natural gas pipelines built, how to unclog the interconnection queue to get more electrons onto the grid, how to find ways to become more efficient and respond to demand and to get new electrons onto the grid while preserving some of the existing sources of generation that we depend on. A lot of work ahead. It's going to be an active fall and winter in Washington, D.C., in policy circles. A lot happening on the trade front. We've got changes at FERC. We've got a brand new chairman. My friend, Chairman Rosner, is going to step in and I think do a great job running the commission. We've got an active DOE putting out rules, EPA, a lot happening. And so I'll let you all get back to your last few days of summer, but look forward to many more updates on policy and news from Neil this fall.